Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is Codexual here with a video illustration here talking about what is doxing and how you can avoid it. This is very important for you guys to know. This applies to everyone and your friends, your family, everyone. This is really important for you. And what is doxing and how you can avoid it, and the outcome of doxing. Basically, what is doxing and how you can avoid it. Okay. Michelle Obama, Donald Trump, and even Beyonce have been all victims of doxing. What is doxing? Is it legal and can it be dangerous? Yes, it can be dangerous. In a short answer. What is doxing? For short, dropping dox is a revenge tactic among hackers in the 1990s that involved breaching someone's personal data and publishing it online, attracting unsolicited harassment. Hackers can access your personal information in various places online: social media, blogs, old websites, forums and web discussions, and even online games. What does docs typically include? We're going to start with the very left because social security numbers are really important. So, docs include social security numbers, phone numbers, names, state, city, and addresses, credit card and banking information, social networking profile, personal photographs. Just those are the general basic stuff that includes docs. There's many other things that includes docs, such as your pet's name, and that's something that you don't want to post online, because with if I find out what your email address is and I try to do a password recovery, and those simple questions like what is your first car, where is your vacation, what movies do you like, or who is your favorite actor, and just stuff like that, y'all post online, and all I gotta do is go on Facebook, find that, put it into the password recovery, and there you go. I just got access towards your email. Very simple, very simple of how to get hacked, and you don't want that. You don't want that at all. You don't want to post anything like that online. Um, so that's just a case of example of another docs and how to prevent getting hacked. Um, so, who has been doxxed? We're going to start with Michelle Obama, because everyone knows Michelle Obama. No one really cares about Church of Scientology and Scooby Workshop. But these are other popular people or organizations that have been doxxed. So, Michelle Obama, the First Lady, what happened? Exposed.su hackers published her social security number, past phone numbers, and credit reports. Scooby workshop, YouTube workout guru with this many followers. What happened? Scooby's home and work address were released, threatening his family's safety. This forced him to remove public profiles. And the Scientology people, the top level members of Scientology. What happened? Activists from Anonymous leaked their internal memos and personal details of senior church members. So, Exposed.su has also leaked Donald Trump, Jay Z, Kim Kardashian, Mel Gibson, Ashton Kutcher, Sarah Palin, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Beyonce, the Attorney General of Eric Holder, Hulk Hogan, the FBI Director of Robert Mueller, Britney Spears, Joe Biden, and Hillary Clinton, and many more, I'm sure. Is it illegal? It's not. Strictly speaking, no. But it's extremely unethical. Doxing is rarely in the public's interest. It's typically done with malicious intent to intimidate, interrogate, blackmail, and control. It can expose innocent people to harassment, identity theft, humiliation, loss of their jobs and careers, rejection of the from friends and family, and many more. Doxing is technically legal so as long as the information is publicly available. However, it can still fall under the state criminal laws if that information is used for stalking, identity theft, financial gain, harassment, infiltrating private data. Doxing a government. Yeah, there's people have doxed government officials before, and does not turn out pretty for them. It's FBI raiding in their homes with guns to their face, and basically they screw themselves over. But it has happened. Let's continue on. Doxing, government employee falls under the federal conspiracy law and seen as a federal offense. How can you avoid it? So these are just basic illustrations of how you can avoid it. I'm going to get into a little bit more details with each of these section and the general idea of behind doxing. Just to get more in the deeper side of what the dark internet, or if you piss off the wrong hacker, can do to you. So what can you do? Protect your information when hosting a website. So if you own a domain name and if you're hosting a website, this definitely pay attention. Invest a Whois protection. This protects your private information from publishing by concealing it through a domain registrar. Domain registrars offer free Whois privacy include dreamhost.com and uniregistry.com. Not all domain services will offer Whois protection for free. To bypass that is just put in false information. Don't put in your real first and last name. Just put in false information. And go on Google Maps and just scroll in somewhere in the United States or wherever you live and just click on a random map and that'll give you an address. Use that, put it in, and the domain registrars will actually see that as an official address because they will check if it's an official address or not. That's a good way to bypass Whois protection fees. So just letting you know. Protect your IP address. In another video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I can do with an IP address and why do you want to protect it. Protect your IP address. Use a trusted proxy, virtual private network, VPN, or for your IP. Hide My Ass Hide My Ass is the most popular VPN allowing anonymous internet use. Using free public Wi-Fi will hide your IP. Yes, it will, by masking it. But let me warn you, don't connect to a public Wi-Fi. Don't connect to McDonald's Wi-Fi. Don't connect to a library's Wi-Fi. Don't connect to any Wi-Fi that does not have a password on it. I don't trust Wi-Fi in general. Even public Wi-Fi, I don't trust it at all. It's a whole lot less. I will not connect to a public Wi-Fi, and I'll tell you why. I can do a man-in-the-middle attack. Basically, so let's get my wallet here. Let's get my cell phone here, and right here, I'm in the middle. Basically, this wallet represents a laptop, and this phone represents the phone itself. Now, I'm talking to you on the phone and I'm just sending you a message or I'm logging into a website and I'm here in the middle and I have my laptop in and I can listen between these two devices. That's a man in the middle attack. And there's other examples that of what a man in the middle attack is. Just Google what a man in the middle attack is. Just short answer, don't connect to a public Wi-Fi. Create multiple usernames and email addresses. Do it. Do what this thing says. Create multiple usernames and email addresses. Never have the same username. Just keep it generic or just randomly give yourself a username and password by spamming the hell out of that keyboard and just smash your fingers on it. That'll be your new username. And most importantly, keep it separate from your from the video games, your online identity on video games such as Xbox, PlayStation Network, your Steam. You don't want to associate your username with your email addresses of what you're paying your bills with. Use strong passwords. No matter each site that you visit, I always use a different password. I randomly generate my passwords with symbols, letters, and numbers all combined. And it's 32 characters. That's good enough for me. I can go a lot more if I truly wanted to, but 32 characters randomly generated. You guys should do the same. Just use a really strong password. Don't use your birthday. Don't use your child's birthday. Don't use your husband's, your wife's, whoever's birthday. I'm just gonna say it for what it is. That's retarded. Don't be that simple. Don't use your pet's name. Just randomly generated numbers, letters, and symbols. I can't stress that enough. and use a multi-factor authentication for critical services such as Dropbox, PayPal, Amazon, your Gmail account. Emails have the multi-factor authentication. Basically, it's a 2FA, a two-factor authentication. What does that mean? Basically, I'm able to register a phone onto the services that I'm using, and every time that I log into it, it sends out a text message to that phone, and I just get that code from the phone and put it into the website, and now I'm able to log into my account. So that definitely helps out with protecting everything. Now, if I were to steal your phone, or I can go towards a your phone company and I can say, hey, I'm this person, such and such, and I can just social engineer, which social engineer means manipulate. I can just woo my way with the cashier. Like, sorry, I don't have my driver's license on me or my ID on me. I'm really in a hurry. Can you help me out? I just really need to get this SIM card, and the cashier will go ahead and register that SIM card, and guess what? I now own your phone number, that is, and I can just do this whole two-factor authentication, and guess what? Boom, done. I now am logged into your account. To get around that is you want to call up your phone company and say you are a high risk and leave notes on the account saying ask for ID and put a password on the account. It's like, okay, it's asking for a password, blah, 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 blah. Then you tell that to the cashier. It's like, okay, you're honestly this person. Okay, let's go ahead and get you that SIM card. So there's ways that you can put a, firewall? It's not really like a firewall, but it's like a people firewall, if I can word that correctly. Basically, we're just trying to get away the wrong person out of our account. So there's that. Increase your social network privacy settings. Be sure you know who your social media friends are, and edit your profile so it's sharing with your friends only. Basically, don't have a social media account at all. Especially, I can fake being someone. I can fake being your dad. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna look like your dad or your mom or whatever. I can just fake being this person, and I can use their profile and still add you as like, oh, hey, it's a new account. And people are instantly going to believe that. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and accept your friend request. Boom, done. Everything that you just posted, I now have access to. So, in general, yes, keep things maximum privacy settings up to the very max. Honestly, I wouldn't use a social media account at all. Change your first and last name to something else. Be sure to do that. Don't have your family members added. As much as you love your granny and she wants to see those baby photos or any other types of photos, don't add your family members as much as you want to, and as bad that is. Basically, I can you live with your mom. I can just go on a website and I can go on your social media and I just got your mom's first and last name or your dad's first name and last name that you're living with them. I put it into the website. Guess what? I just pulled their home address and now I know where you're at. And all I gotta do is just call up the home phone number and like, hey, da 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 da, is you here? Like, oh yeah, this he is here. And guess what? That just gave me verification that you live at this address. So there's so many ways around everything, and you you don't want to add your family to your social media at all, at all. Keep them out of it. Keep your children out of it. Keep your pets out of it. Just get rid of your social media. That's your best anatomy. Excuse me. Um, anonymity. I can't even pronounce that correctly. That is the best way for you to be anonymous. Now, let's. I'll get to more of this here in a second. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Revenge, malicious intent, protest, controls, all motivates for hackers to dox an individual on the webs. So don't give hackers a reason to dox you. And basically, this is just the source of everything. And this entire illustration was done by html.com, so I want to give them credit for this entire illustration. It just gets straight to the point and everything else. So what? There's so many things that that I can do with your docs. Basically, I can play a simple joke and send the pizza delivery man to your house with a false order. It's like, ha ha ha, I send a pizza man to your house. I mean, that's a harmless joke, but it's still a waste of their time, gas, and all that whatnot. And again, it's a harmless joke. Now I can get a little bit more serious. I can post you on Craigslist and saying I'm you. I'm looking for a intimate relationship, and I can say I am into such and such individuals. I am interested in getting gangbanged by multiple people. And I'm willing to take it, right in my, what, and I can pull up. I can make up an entire story that will send 13 people to your house for sexual desires, for a huge orgy. Anything's possible on the internet, man. Um, so I can definitely post you on Craigslist, and who knows? Out of those 13 people, one of them could, excuse my language, but I'm going to say it for what it is. You could be raped. It could be a really serious matter from there. And the other serious matter is swatting. If you guys don't know what swatting is, basically, the SWAT team will go at your house. There is ways that if I know your address, your first name, last name, and your phone number, basically I can forge your number. I can make it look like I'm calling from your number, and I can post. I can call up the your local police department under your phone number, and that appearing it under that caller ID with your phone number, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and shoot up this entire neighborhood. I can make death threats under your name, and that's not pretty. That's when the SWAT team will come towards your residence, bang through the door with tactical weapons pointing at you, and death. You could be shot. There's previous incidents where a SWAT team actually killed innocent people, even going at the wrong address and still killing innocent people. Like, it's a really serious matter. For the most part, that let's hope that the SWAT members are not trigger happy, that they're well disciplined of not shooting that trigger, and hope to God that you stay alive. It's a real matter. It's real. Just look it up on YouTube. Swatting. So there's other messed up incidents that occurs on the internet, and doxing happens to be one of them, and it can go far and put your life through hell, man. I'm not even joking. And especially there's people out there that send nudes, and women are basically the prime target of the internet. That can't be true enough. So if you send sexual images, don't. Be smart, have some common sense. In the next video, I'm going to be showing how to remove your dox, how to prevent getting doxed, and everything else. It's going to be a very long video. It's going to be in details in everything, and so you guys can know how to prevent this, how to prevent getting swatted, how to just be safe online. This is just an illustration of talking about what is doxing. So in the next video, sometime later on today, or maybe tomorrow, I'll have that video ready for y'all, so you guys know how to prevent yourself from getting doxed, of getting your information leaked out. So be safe. Take this video really seriously, because I'm not joking. I'm really not joking. I want you to be safe online. So I'll see you in the next video. If this video was helpful, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this on your social media so everyone else would know what doxing is, and they can find out what the channel is about and everything else. So y'all take care.